Hello everyone and welcome back to Derpy Dungeons. This is Yasuo and today we're playing Outbreak. Shades of Horror. There is no save to this, so I just had to pause the game and then I realized that pausing the game doesn't do anything. Still don't know why I can't get through there. It's gotta be a glitch with the game. Something they do need to fix. All these scary grunts and groans. September 15th. We've just gotten our orders. Apparently, we're shipping out tomorrow to go secure some backwater Midwestern town. The place is barely even on the map, but our CEO is saying they're having insane riots and civil unrest. Why the fuck do we always get the shit details? At least it beats fighting out in the desert or some jungle halfway across the world. We can probably easily get some fast food while we're out there to replace these god-awful rations. It's a boring week ahead of us. September 16th. Two of my buddies said they'd been watching the TV and radio to see if there's anything new about this place we're leaving for today. Apparently there's a lot of fighting happening in the city. Even cars and buildings on fire. The local police force there must have no fucking idea what they're doing. All I can tell you is this. Once soldiers set foot in that town, we're gonna have this mopped up in 24 hours or less. It may be one thing to set fires and throw rocks against guys with nightclubs, but wait until they're facing down an assault rifle and grenades. Suddenly, going home and minding their own business should make a lot more sense. We're heading out in 20. Better go get my shit. September 17th. We had to fucking airdrop into the city because the army closed down all the access ways. Everyone out here keeps talking about some sickness or infection, but all this looks like to me is a bunch of yokels causing trouble. Apparently, hospital is in the center of the town. It's just overrun with patients. And one of the squads is going to go there and literally sit in the damn hallways. My squad is getting sent to the center of town, right on Main Street, where it appears the rioting is at its heaviest. The cops supposedly have barricades set up, but who the hell even knows? It's going to be a long week. September 18th. The brass just gave us the order to open fire on any civilians that appear to be violent. Our medic just got airlifted out about an hour ago. We went to help some woman who got stabbed by a guy trying to rob an electronics store. She went down fucking hard. I thought she was dead. Then all of a sudden she sat up and just tore right into his neck with her teeth. She fucking tore the side of his throat out. What the fuck is wrong with these people? I'm glad we're heavily armed. If they try to rush us, well, they're gonna learn a valuable lesson about firepower. September 19th. The squad is wiped out. It's just down to me and the Sarge. Last night was a nightmare. Just wave after wave of these psychos rushing our line. There must be 50,000 of them. We didn't bring enough ammo for this. The entire street looks like a war zone. The police have basically given up and abandoned the perimeters. Now it's just fucking us trying to keep the city from eating itself alive. Sarge really isn't looking good. One of those fuckers scratched him up hardcore. I did my best to patch him up. but he looks like he's got the mother of all fevers now. Just like Rich last night when he went psycho. Had a 105-degree fever, and 2 hours later he was trying to kill us. We're gonna try and get the fuck out of here through the sewers. One of the manholes on the Western Avenue was just retrofitted. If we can get off the streets, maybe we'll have a chance, but I can't fit any of our tools into the locking mechanism on it. I need a fucking crowbar or something. Where am I gonna find one of those? Gotta try though. The radio has been dead since 4 a.m. and it's clear nobody else is coming to save us. This whole situation is FUBAR. Alright, it was 1, 3, 1, 5. Okay, 1, 4, 1, 5. I gotta look it up. Okay,
Holy
good.
shit. The grenade launcher.
Let's see, I gotta look it up on here again because I didn't remember what it was. Yeah, 1, 4, 1, 5. Okay. Okay. Another dead person? Yeah. Where's the way I could see? I'm not gonna eat that green herb. I'm actually good on all the herbs. Well.
Holy fuck.
I don't want to take that yet either. I'm not at 10%. Oh, this is where we need the crowbar. Okay. But I don't have the crowbar. Why isn't it blowing up? Very nice. September 17th. Listen, everyone. I know given this time of uncertainty in the city that everyone is on edge, but it's important we continue to lock down and remain accountable for our supplies on our engine. A few of our engines went through a massive refit in the last 3 years. Where it went. Sorry. And as part of that, we tried to improve accessibility and security of key materials that we use in our day-to-day work. On the newer engines, we now have upgraded fuel canisters located on the side of some of the fire trucks. These accessories are all sealed via the same combo code, so make sure you memorize it with each of your teams. But don't worry, if you ever forget the code, it's extremely easy to remember. We purposely built these new systems to be accessible in an emergency, so it's fairly simple. So here's what you need to do. Find the engine's designation number on the side of the truck. That was a 6. Now do the following. The first digit is the engine's designation number. That was a 6. Okay. The second digit is always just the designation number reduced by 5, which is a 1. So it's 61. The third digit is just the designation number reduced by 1. So it's 615. And the fourth digit is the designation number reduced by 1/3. So 6154. 6154. This system ensures that the materials on the side of our trucks are always accessible during an emergency. Ensure each of your team memorizes the code and always takes this memo with them in case they need to brute force the unlock code if they forget. Together we can all make sure we preserve our valuable resources and ensure they are safely handled only by qualified professionals. 6154. 6154.
Hell yes.
I got an empty gas can.
Fuck. Out of fuel.
Why do I need a gas can for? I actually do not know why I need a gas can. I mean, obviously, I gotta fill something up with gas, right? That's the logical answer here. Oh.
I can barely see anything. There's so much debris. Holy shit. Well, at least it's behind the fence. Ugly fucker.
August 2nd. Attention public sanitary employees. We have very exciting news from the mayor's office. They're finally approving our budget request to remodel several sewer access ways. The original manholes, ladders, and initial access rooms were all built nearly 80 years ago. Can you believe it? Over that time, they've rusted, broken, and in general have become huge safety issues for our crews. But now it's finally time for our needs to be prioritized and to help improve our fair city. During the August and September window, we're going to go down Main Street and replace a lot of the access ways with fresh metal and do some long overdue spring cleaning. Even better, the access hatches are using a new model. We no longer need to use those long ramrod holes to open up a manhole. The new ones come equipped with a grip where a simple crowbar can pry them open. Super easy and should reduce the number of injuries we see on the job. Our prototype operation is going to start on the western side of the main street for a intersection. Once we do that installation and provide improved out the new tools and technology, we can begin expanding this out over the entire city in the next month and years ahead. Sanitation is an important job. We're the livelihood of the city. Everyone needs fresh water, usable plumbing, and cleanliness to live their best lives. Our team ensures that the nearly 500,000 residents across our city get the best of care. Progress is built on the back of sanitation. Our efforts may even enable one of our great residents to discover interstellar travel or cure cancer. You never know. So let's get out there and get the job done. M. Foley Redmond, Assistant to the Manager of Sanitation Planning. There's something scribbled in the back of the paper. Lost the fucking crowbar. That moron Rennie took the fucking thing and ran when those infected charged us. The fucking idiot. Kept pushing barrels and boxes to slow them down and it ran straight into a dead end. What a fucking moron. Okay. Barrels and boxes of plenty. That is dynamite. Oh, why can't I pick that up? C4. I need a priming C4 explosive circuit. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to kill all the zombies here. I want to shoot them in their stupid heads. What was the priming charge case? We did have that one, didn't we? Wasn't that one? 3124.
Hell yeah. More C4 to blow the barricade. Time to get the fuck out of Dodge.
I don't want to blow up that wall. Not yet, anyway. Okay, I'll read it now. September 13th, medical report, Dr. W.E. Davidson. Centers for Understanding and Affecting Disease. We've had numerous recent cases of some sort of previously undiscovered infection at Arts Memorial Hospital these last few days. The medical staff has called in numerous federal agencies to help us understand. As far as we could tell, it looks to be somewhat synthetic viral code, potentially human-made, that is spreading through direct exposure to bodily liquids. Even more worrisome, we have seen some unconfirmed cases where the viral vector may be airborne. But it's still too early to make any strong determinations there. I'm currently leading the team investigating this unique phenomenon, and my plan is to have a thorough report to the hospital's medical board within 7 calendar days. September 14th. The reported cases of these viruses are exponential. A week ago, we had fewer than 10 reported instances. 2 days after that, we had nearly 100. As for our count yesterday, we're now north of 5,000 suspected cases across the city and surrounding state. We still don't have a conclusive method of testing for this exact viral strain, but the symptoms do seem to be consistent and unfortunately rather apparent. I've requested the medical board of directors allocate additional funding for security on site. Some patients are becoming hostile, almost as though they have some sort of rabies. And we've now had multiple examples of the virus spreading via scratches and bites. I fear we're quickly losing control over the situation. I cannot even begin to guess what may happen if the infection affects a major population center. More than 80% infection rate, like our city. September 17th. We had Dr. David S. Piers run several tests to simulate a wide spectrum of potential root vectors for the disease, but his work has been inconclusive so far. He came very close to getting infected yesterday while finalizing the tests. One of the patients, well, they reanimated for lack of a better word, and scratched his arm. It was an extremely light scratch, and as of right now, he's not displaying noticeable symptoms, but we're going to keep him under strong observation for the time being. I called Helen and told her I wouldn't be home anytime soon. The entire medical staff is being asked to shelter within the hospital. We're essentially prisoners here trying to treat an out-of-control viral infection. I also found more data on the airborne vector for the disease. Corpses that aren't sealed in body bags have the potential to transmit the infection. We've now quarantined off the morgue and instituted a policy that the second brain death or total lack of life sign happens, the body is immediately sealed in a high-grade body bag. Several of the morgue staff have now gotten sick due to their proximity to the corpses. We don't know how far the airborne range of the infection is, but it's likely small. September 19th, again. Fucking hell, one of the corpses reanimated while we were sealing it in the bag, and the motherfucker took a chunk out of my arm. I never even saw it coming. He just straight up bit right into me. Thank God I was alone. Nobody saw it happen. I quickly wrapped it in bandages and covered it under my environmental lab coat. I don't think anyone will be able to figure it out. I'm gonna head out into the city and get the fuck out of here. There's no chance anything in that hospital can help me. I need to get out to one of the federal medical wings at the edge of the city. They have better antivirals there than we do. Maybe I can steal something there to stop the infection. I probably have at best 5 hours to get this sorted out. I'm leaving right now. Not like it matters if I stay. The hospital is not completely unsafe, with those walking corpses just up and around in several wings. We're so fucked. Yeah, instead of telling anybody that you're infected, you just ran off and died, reanimated yourself, and continued infecting people. Smart, huh? Ah, that's what I needed. Oh. September 13th. The state of our fleet is just beyond awful. We're down to around 7 pilots and 4 aircrafts to cover the entire city. I think I'm spending more time daily trying to repair these choppers than flying them, and it wasn't what I was hired to do. All these great stories about how you'll be flying interesting missions to save lives or support a law enforcement operation. What is it really? Just flying around checking the weather? I think I need to go find a new job. I'm bored to death here and not learning a damn thing. Maybe it's time to finally become a commercial pilot. 15th. Everyone at the station is on edge. We had 2 officers bring in this incredibly drunk guy. He was screeching and moaning and kept trying to bite people as they passed. Eventually one of the guys just took a dish rag and shoved it into his mouth. He cut up the guy's hand pretty well, but at least he's quiet now. The hospitals seem to be overwhelmed with some sort of new virus. Everyone is on edge. The mayor's office is going to declare a state of emergency later today. Oh, maybe I finally get to do some flying. September 18th. In the last 24 hours, I've flown more than in the last 6 months combined. We've been doing non-stop medical evacuations due to this damn virus. We were airlifting a guy about an hour ago, and he tore out his own restraints during the medvac ride. Guy jumped right out of the bay and fell to his death. A lot of our guys are starting to get sick too. It seems like this thing is spreading at an insane pace through scratches and bites. We probably have 30% of the department out today. But I'm just happy to be flying again. At least I feel useful. September 19th. The situation is out of control. I had to put the bird down here on the middle of Main Street. The chief is going to have my ass for this. We were just running non-stop missions and I missed the fuel stop. Now I'm absolutely fucked. At least the police have some fences up here, but unless I get some gas, I'm not getting out of here. I saw a fuel truck further down the road when I was landing. Might be able to fill a canister there. I lost the gas can, though, for the helicopter, but I bet one of those fire trucks has one on it. The fuel truck is further down the road. Okay. Inside of it somewhere. I'm not sure if I can get to it. If I could just get that fuel, I could escape.
Fuck me. Of course, no fuel. There's gotta be some around here somewhere.
I said there was some. Didn't you hear him? Oh, I need a detonator. Okay. I did not continue forward. Oh. I need a bullet. Crowbar.
Ah, crowbar. Where have you been all my life?
Manhole was where? I remember it. I just don't remember where. I don't think it was over there. That's where I got the axe from. Oh, I can blow that up. Why did I blow that up? Detonator case. So what was the detonator case? Guy by the barricade has the combo code. Okay. I'm not sure. Excuse me. Wasn't on this map, probably. September 9th. Something strange is going on. I don't think the other guys are seeing the pattern yet, but the rate of domestic disturbance calls have been extremely frequent lately. Just last night, Leah and I got dispatched out of an apartment down near Main Street. His husband and wife were in some sort of crazy heated argument. It turned violent. The woman took a chunk out of the guy's face, just tore it right out. We managed to get them separated, but that bitch got Leah's arm pretty damn well. She said she was fine, but man, she wasn't looking too great today. Kind of pale. Keep an eye on her. Maybe she's just took up being bitten by a crazy person. The 10th. Leah came into work today, but it was like she wasn't even there. I mean, physically she was there. She suited up with the rest of us, but she was almost emotionless. When I asked her what was the matter, she said she had a lot of trouble sleeping last night. I didn't tell anyone, but I saw her arm when she was putting on her vest. It was the same spot where the woman bit her the other day. The wound did not look good. It was getting all puffy and red. Truth be told, I really don't think she got dinged that badly, so it's kind of surprising to see it. 12. At around 10:49 p.m., Lee and I got called out to another disturbance. She's been off all day, just really floaty and not paying much attention. When we walked up to the door to knock, it was like she turned into a completely different person. We heard some yelling inside, and she kept knocking harder and harder. After about a minute, she just fucking had it. She punched right through the glass in the door, opened it, and stormed right in. There was this big guy in there, maybe like 220, a pure muscle. She picked him up and threw him across the room into a couch. I escorted the woman out while she kept tabs on that guy. It was just absolutely unreal. Leah's no bodybuilder. She's maybe 5'7" on a good day and at most 155 pounds. She just chunked that dude like he was nothing. Maybe she's starting to feel better? 17th. Had nearly a solid week of insane riots across the city. I don't know what the fuck has everyone so riled up. It's been absolute chaos. Non-stop reports of attacks, emergency services, calls, fires, and more. Our entire unit has been out on full overtime, and we're getting pretty heat beat. That stupid chief better give us all a week or two of vacation after this whole mess. We're not paid enough to try to maintain a war zone. 19th, Leah's dead, and I'm sure I'm going to be close behind her. The situation on the street is just out of control. We tried to set up barricades and hold back the crowds, but they broke through the perimeter, so our group of people just eat field. By the end of it, we were fired into the crowd, but it was like they didn't even feel the bullets. And then Leah came up behind me. She was trying to secure one of the fences we erected a few days ago. She just come stumbling up to me and grabbed me hard. She tried to fucking bite my neck. I threw her off of me and just kept coming. Tore a good chunk out of my midsection. Eventually, I had to just let her have it with my last shotgun shell. I'm hurt really bad. I think this is the end of the city. We have no supplies, barely any ammo. There's just a few mostly empty handgun magazines laying around, but even those maybe have a bullet or two in each of them. I tried to shoot one of the barricades we loaded with the explosive barrels to clear me a path out of here, but Leah took my last round. I'm fucking trapped in here.
Thanks for everything.
Well, that sucks. Alright guys, that was the video. If you liked that video, hit like. If you want to see more, subscribe. I do plan on playing more demos, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.